Good morning. I believe we are up and running. I have no idea anymore. Yeah, looks like it's all catching. The clunkiness between the internet and the YouTubes and the face space is fascinating. We are here. Welcome in. It is Thursday, August 6th. It is Founders Day here today at KWCLM, market center number 463. Um, Founders Day being when we celebrate Founders Day at KWRI, Keller Williams Realty International, not Keller Williams, Rhode Island. Sorry. That is the celebration of Gary's birthday. Well, it's Founders Day locally because our very own Nathan W. Dickey is celebrating a birthday today. So if you see Nathan out in the wild wandering around, it is his birthday. Also today, Leela Tarantelli is celebrating a birthday, but certainly if you get a chance to reach out to either of them, or if you see either of them, wish them a happy birthday for sure. Our little Nathan, he's growing up. Our schedule for today, it's a Thursday, so tech is a thing. Tech is happening. And that is coming up this afternoon. Before we get there, rolling out of the quick start and into the 9 o'clock hour, you've got your chance to do lead generation if you want to jump into the KW Breakthrough Club, kwbreakthroughclub.com. You can go there. They'll click the link. You don't need to go to kwbreakthroughclub.com. You can just open up the morning news and click the link that will bring your face to the Zoom room where people are doing their lead generation. I understand it's not everyone's jam. It's not what you want to do on a day that you might be. Maybe you're heading to the beach today, and that's a real thing. It's going to be 90 straight through the weekend. The sun is out. Maybe you've got other plans. I know people are winding up their summer, and you're spending your waning moments with your college students and your high school students and middle school students and all the students because school systems go back in like a week in some parts of the state. All that being said, if you're going to be with your family, go be with your family. Like we said, there's no such thing as work-life balance. It is counterbalancing, and you are choosing today when you wake up whether you're going to lean into your family and friends, and it's going to be one of those kind of days, or if it's going to be a work day. If it's a work day, I'm reminding you to jump into the space where your face can have the conversations, and that would be Breakthrough Club. That's at 9 o'clock. Also at 9 o'clock, we've got the class that is the foundation for Breakthrough Club and all the lead generation. We've got Breakthrough 120. We're doing open houses today. That is in Portsmouth in person in the Shark Tank. You can come hang out with me. Or you can go to Breakthrough, kellerbreakthrough.com, kellerbreakthrough.com, or again, just click the link and you can jump into that conversation with us there. So you've got the lead gen portion, which is really part 2, or you can jump into section 4 of part 1. I know I told you there'd be no math. Damn it. So that's what's going on this morning for education. At noon o'clock is when we have our conversation about our lead generation. We have our accountability session, also part 2 of this whole Breakthrough 120. We call it the midday protocol, right? You've heard a concept maybe around these parts here at K-Dubs where we talk about the 15th protocol. When you get to the 15th day of the month is when you take stock in the month because you can't review the month on the 35th day of the month. Wait a minute. No, you can't. So 15th day of the month, we do the 15th protocol. It's halftime. Where do we stand at halftime in relationship to our goals? It gives us the opportunity to either lift our goals a little bit if we are superseding with excellence, or if we're having some challenges, we can harness some greatness and maybe reinvigorate our activities. More often than not, we do not necessarily want you lowering your goal. Like get to the 15th day of the month and be like, I'm behind, I'll lower my goals. We would normally focus on expanding our activities in order to hit our goals. So that's the 15th protocol. So we call our check-in, our accountability check-in at the market center every day is called the midday protocol because here we are, it's halftime for the day. And you've heard us say, win the morning, win the day. So how did your morning go? How did it go? Conversations and interactions. How many did you have? We know from Breakthrough 120, we want the bare minimum of at least 10 conversations where real estate came up, right? And if you run numbers on your goals, I would argue that most of you are probably thinking, yeah, I probably need to talk to more than 10 people today in order to do X, Y, or Z, in order to close out the way I want to close out. Because don't forget, today is November 4th, 90 days out from November 4th. So we have that conversation, and the 3 things that we talk about, your lead indicators, for your greatness, for your funnel, for your future are interactions and conversations, and then appointments set, and then agreements signed. And you can just come and hang out, watch people talk about what they're doing and not doing. It's a chance for us to crowdsource what's working. And honestly, what's working for most people is just getting to work. It's not more than that. You're not going to come in and find tips and tricks. You know, I hate that phrase. I'm bracing myself for San Antonio in a couple of weeks because people up on stage are going to be like, you know what? At the end of the day, first one I can't stand. Sorry. I'm just using my tips and tricks. Second one I can't stand. At a really high level. Third one I can't stand. All the business jargon is going to be coming in like missiles in San Antonio, and you're just going to have to duck and weave. Anyway, there are no tips and tricks. It is about doing hard work. You might perceive that people splashed in overnight. What you didn't see was all the hard work they were doing before. You're seeing the recognition show up because of them achieving their goals, being celebrated, asked how they did it, and then when they talk about what they're doing, you're like, oh, this kid, this girl's an overnight success. Nope. They've been grinding in the shadows. So there are no tips and tricks. There's just work. And that's a place to do it. And then, of course, a place to talk about the midday protocol. Then this afternoon, when we get to 3 o'clock, that's your chance to lean into the tech with the one and only KT Temple. And this happens every Thursday at 3 o'clock. You start talking with him. At 3, he does Tech Onboarding 101, which is contacts, websites, and apps. At 3:30, it's Tech Onboarding 102, smart plans. At 4 o'clock, Tech Onboarding 103, which is opportunities. And then you get into the mothership right now because everybody is leaning into this new tech. It is our new tech. It is Tech Onboarding 104. Starts at 4:30. Don't forget, this is not a half an hour. This will go 4:30 to 5:30, depending on who's in the room. But it's about an hour's worth of conversation. So 4:30 to 5:30 every Thursday, Tech Onboarding 104, the last chapter in the onboarding saga with DKT Temple. And that is, of course, Lone Wolf. So all of that is on deck for you today. If I can help with anything, please let me know. It is 603-834-2856. And whatever you do at the end of the day, don't share your tips and tricks at a really high level. Those are my 3 business jargons that I can't stand. End of the day has subsided, but listen for it now. I know I've piqued your curiosity. Listen for end of the day. It's constant. And then the one that I can't stand right now is high level. Everybody's overusing it. And most people that say it don't know what they mean when they say it. They couldn't explain what high level in that chapter of their life would mean. So it's just me being grumpy. I'll let you go. Have a good one. Bye.